The only time I was good at sales was when there was urgency on my part.
If you truly want to make a lot of money, you have to make sure that you are going to be in the situation where you have a lot of money. And the best way to do that is to prevent yourself from spending a lot of money early on and investing and saving and utilizing that money that you don't spend while you're young and pretending to be broke to truly assist you in your future and your future self. Because the more money you put aside and invest now, the bigger benefits that you will reap and the more help you're going to have later on in life. From doing this early is going to be a huge benefit to you because the earlier you start, the bigger your reward will be.
You said you're a better salesman or marketer?
I'd say I'm a better businessman.
Better business. Which of the two, sales to marketing? What do you think about those two?
I'm a better businessman.
Better businessman.
Okay, so an entrepreneur, by definition, is not what most people are doing right now. Like they're just calling themselves entrepreneurs. They hadn't even looked up the definition. So I'm just gonna look it up just so I don't. This is good for your young viewer. Taking on greater than normal financial risk in order to do so. By definition, the second half of that, most people are not entrepreneurs because they never take on any risk. Like they're holding on to their money. They got cash in the banks. They got equity in their houses. They're saving money, saving for retirement. If you're doing any of that, you're like, what are you doing, dude? You're more committed. People are more committed to the equity in their home than they are to the equity of their brand or business. So I made this mistake for years.
What was the shift? What was it like that moment where all of a sudden?
When I was 51.
Tell me what was the shift? What was it?
2010, man. 2010, I was just like, I had a little bit of success. I had 3 companies that were doing well. Because when 2010 came, it took us all out. Like everybody got washed out. So my first business got cut in half. The second business got cut by 80%. And the real estate, I couldn't move any real estate. I couldn't sell it. I mean, I was still renting. It actually got me through 2010.
How'd the real estate stuff do in 2000? It was really 2009, really, right? That's when it started.
Well, 2008
nine. The day was even was 2009.
Nine, it was cataclysmic fear. 2010,
I remember my
people getting fucking.
Remember.
Now they're starting to clean up the mess. The bank that I owed the bank $52 million. They went under, and I'm like, okay, glad that wasn't me. But the problem is when the bank goes under, when the boat that you're on goes down,
right,
and the new bank comes in, the new bank says we got some new rules. It was called the technical default, and anybody, if the loan changed names, ownership, they could call the loan.
Yeah, they were doing crazy shit back then.
Yeah.
Cutting credit lines. It was unbelievable. I know.
Yeah.
So that was so when did that hit the bottom? 2010?
We didn't lose anything. I didn't go bankrupt. I didn't lose anything. All my buddies that were buying real estate and really doing a lot of no money down stuff, they lost everything. But I was terrified. Okay, I was so scared. I thought I'd left my family down and we couldn't expand. I was too scared to expand, even though I had some cash. I had a great opportunity to invest in a great company. I would have. I love the guy. He wanted $1 million, a measly $1 million. I had it, but I couldn't give it to him, dude, because I was so scared. So I realized then I will never be in this position again. That was 10 years ago. And what I did then was okay, I got to get other industries to know me. I got to get known. I got to start using these social mediums that I thought was a waste of time. I'm like, this is all. And so I just leaned into it, dude, and we built a Facebook following. And that changed everything. We didn't have any e-commerce going. We'll do 40 million in e-commerce this year.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So what was the first thing, like taking it to like now, what's the first thing you did? You said, fuck it, I'm going balls to the walls. You started. Did you hire consultants or you did?
No, I didn't.
Just figured out yourself trial and error, basically?
Yeah, I didn't hire any consultants.
Just said, I'm going to do it makes sense to me, basically, right?
I just started like, okay, I'm not sleeping. I'm not, no more play. I told my wife, I said, don't spend any money. Everything went into suffer. We went into a suffer mode. Like, okay, we're going to suffer now. We're going to suffer until we're out of this deal, and I will never do this to my family again. And so in 10 years, we went from, 60 customers to almost 2,000, corporate to, probably 20,000 individuals on a regular basis recurring. We went from, I think I had 300 units then, we have 6,000 now. That's 20x, not 10x. So
one of the truest statements ever uttered. Cash flow is king.
Cash flow is king. So
I learned that the hard way when I was 21 years old.
Right. So we just buy properties that cash flow from day one. We don't build anything. We don't do condos. We don't do strip malls. I only buy what flows cash back to the investors and myself the next month. Yeah, we were middle class.
Yeah.
And
I think
my dad died when I was 10, so that left a big void.
Are you the youngest, middle in your family?
I was the youngest.
You're the youngest. Yeah.
I was number four and 5.
Okay.
So the last two, and they weren't planning us. So my dad was 42 years old.
And he died?
No, he was 42 when he had us.
Okay.
When he knew we were coming. He had 3 other kids. So he was like, oh my God, I wasn't planning on this deal. And then he's got a double trouble. Right. He's a middle class dude. He was doing the Wall Street thing back in the
stockbroker?
Yeah, stockbroker, selling stocks and looking at real estate on the weekend, which I found to be quite interesting. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, why aren't you looking at stocks on the weekend? Why are you looking at real estate? Because even the stockbrokers know the stocks are bullshit.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if he's talking to 10 people a day and another guy's talking to 200 people a day, the guy that talks to 200 is going to win the game. And if there's one skill you want to learn is how to move through 200 without it causing you. It's like the ball players. You see these guys playing ball. They don't get upset because they lose a game. Like it doesn't bother them. They're in it for the long run. They're and this is what the sales guy or sales manager doesn't know. You got to get people ready for the long game.
So, like, what is a sales guy, a young guy who's struggling? What would be the first thing you'd say to a guy, struggling salesperson?
Help somebody else, maybe. Maybe if you're struggling so bad, don't work on your own deals right now. Go help somebody. I hit a slump. First thing I do with a slump, the thing that has never let me down is helping somebody else.
In what sense? Meaning?
Help another salesperson. Hey, Jordan, I'll help you on your deals.
Got it.
What do you want for that? Nothing.
Okay.
Just give me the list of people you talked to yesterday, because I'm fucking up my own deals.
Okay.
Just give me your list. I'll call them. What do you want for it? Nothing, dude. All I'm trying to do is get out of my slump, bro. And I'll try shit with your customers that I won't try on mine, because I'm desperate with mine. So I just go into charity mode.
I convinced myself. I deluded myself into like, they all gotta be. How could you be this wealthy and this? You have to be on drugs to move through the world, right? That was my belief, you know.
Yeah.
So how long you sober for?
I hadn't used drugs since I was 25.
Okay.
So, what is that? 36 years.
Okay.
A little while. I've always wanted to be rich, you know, and so I've been willing to work hard to be rich, but you can't really stay rich just working hard. I think you would agree with that. Just working, you're just gonna die.
I enjoy it. I really enjoy it.
I know, but I sweated out a $2 million deal, $2 million this weekend.
Right, but did you enjoy it?
I didn't enjoy it while I was in it. No.
See,
I'd rather not sweat it. I would have rather they just lay down on Thursday night and said, okay, we'll do the
relax
deal.
with the family?
No, what I'm saying, that the seller would have laid down. Okay, we countered. We were on a $55 million deal and we countered them for 53. The single family home is one of the biggest ripoffs ever in this country. Buying a house is one of the dumbest things a human being could do with their money.
Why is that?
Because it's one door and you're paying for it. You buy it and you got to pay for it. So we buy real estate that we don't have to pay for. I rent where I live and all my cash goes into properties that pay me back. So the only time I do anything stupid with my money is from money coming from the passive income. I don't want to do stupid shit with money I worked hard for. I want to do stupid shit with money I didn't work for.
Got it. So you on the passive income.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The cash flow is king.
Sure.
So I buy the deal. I'm in the hospital when the bank is supposed to give me the stamp. I had this heart thing happen to me, a ring around my heart, some kind of virus, right? And so the Sunday night, I tell my wife, I said, I think I got to go to the hospital. I can't do this. 10:30, I try to put it off. 11:30, I'm like, I think I got to go. And so I'm like, did I eat something bad? You know, and like 4:30 in the morning, I said, I got to get out of here. She was with a kid. We had a kid at the house that was sleeping. So I drove to the hospital by myself. It was 1 mile away. I didn't know if I was going to make it. I get to the hospital, 8:30 in the morning. I'm still in there. They want to hit me up with morphine and shit. I'm like, I can't, dude. I can't. I got this meeting coming up and I got to get out of here. And they're like, you're not leaving here today. I said, I got a group coming in here to approve me for $58 million. They got to know I'm healthy. So I got to leave, guys. They're like, you're not leaving. So I pulled everything out, got in my car, drove to my office. This is a true story, man. Drove to my office, okay? These guys are already in my office at 9:15 in the morning. I walk in, I'm white. I still have the little green thing. I hide it under me, right? And I'm white, and I'm like, guys, hey guys, this is where the sales thing does work, right? So, because I only got one audience right now. So I said, hey guys, look, I've been with my best friend. I mean, somebody I'm so dear and close to. I've been with them. He's in the hospital. He's not doing well. And so as soon as this meeting's over with, I've been with him all night. I'm really worried about him. And when this meeting's over with, I'm going straight back to him.
You made money in sales training and you put it into real estate, right? That's what you did.
No, that's right. And I move as much money as I can into some asset that doesn't require me to work.
Right. So you think it's smart for like that's like a sort of a strategy. You have a business or income, take all your free cash flow, just
everybody, you should have no money. My financial advice to any young kid is like, dude, invest all the money in yourself first. Every penny. Education, brand, clothes, looking good, teeth, whatever you need to make yourself feel good about yourself, right? And then invest in yourself, in your friends, in your neighborhood, so you feel good when you walk up in the morning. If you need to go to rehab, go to rehab. Fuck, pay the $30,000. Go there, clean up. You know, if you've made a bunch of mistakes with people, go clean all that shit up so you don't have your attention on it. And then whatever, invest in yourself. And then sooner or later, if you're investing the right things, you're going to do better. You're going to start making more money. At which point you'd want to reinvest in your business. The second investment was your business, your brand, your marketing, your advertising. Then, if there's some money left over at some point, there should be.
Well, eventually that start to tip with the investment and starts to grow your.
Don't buy a house.
Right. Don't buy your own house.
Don't buy a country club. Don't go show your shit off. Don't buy a Hermes belt. Don't buy any of that bullshit. Don't buy watches. Nobody cares if you're wearing a watch. Like, nobody cares if you're in a $500 suit or a $5,000 suit. Nobody gives a shit. Take all that free money and don't go do a retirement account. Do not buy anything on Wall Street. Speculate on nothing. No Bitcoin, nothing. If it doesn't give you a cash flow next month, do not buy it.
So immediate cash flow property.
Immediately. And don't manage that property, because if you're managing the property.
So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section down below.